Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Prophet back with another video, and today we're going to be doing episode 4 of Crypto Hidden Gem Hunting. Obviously, we found some very good gems in previous episodes. Let's go to Typerium, which is one we found in episode 1, I believe. Typerium is one that's doing very, very well. Obviously, in the last 24 hours, we see that 56.6% increase. In the last 7 days, a total of 197% increase. If we go to the 90-day price chart here, let's go to the 30-day. Actually, there's going to be too much information for us. So if we go to the last 30 days, we're actually going to see that Sunday, the day I made the video, I believe, we actually saw massive increases that same day and as well as Monday. And now that we're moving into Tuesday, we do see that Typerium is still doing well. Typerium, like I said, is one of those hidden gems we talked about on episode 1. So hopefully you guys were able to, get your money in, before it increased like this. It was definitely a hidden gem. Right now, it's obviously the value is kind of jumping up and down. However, I do think Typerium is not done quite yet. I think there's a lot more of an increase to come. However, it's still at that 0.0033 mark. Very cheap coin still. So it's definitely to keep an eye on Typerium. I believe there is going to be some potential in Typerium long term. So that was probably one of our best finds yet in episode 1. But let's see if we can find any very good finds here yet again today. So I do want to say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I will never give you guys financial advice, so always do your own research. However, let's go to market cap. If we always search by market cap, and obviously you want to see a decent 24-hour volume to make sure you're not getting into something that is either a scam or just not enough people investing in it to where you can ever get your money really back out of it. So if we go down just, a few pages, I think we're on page what? We're on page 5 right now. Let's just click around, see if we can find any coins that really ring, sound good to us, or it's something that we believe in. So we do have ZeroSwap. Let's take a look at what ZeroSwap is. If you scroll to the bottom of CoinGecko, but the best part is you can see where you can buy it on. So obviously Uniswap V2 and KuCoin are both exchanges that I've used quite a bit. And are both exchanges that you can use for ZeroSwap. So if you go down as well, you can also see a quick about. So multi-chain protocol with liquidity mining, DeFi token offering, and DEX aggregation. All that power to DeFi with zero fee using transaction fee mining. So it sounds pretty good. Let's take a look at the actual website itself. Obviously, you want to see, if they're still, up to date with their information, still tweeting, still doing all the social media things as well, making sure that their roadmap is still on the right path. So they talk about what is ZeroSwap. ZeroSwap is a multi-chain compatible decentralized exchange aggregator protocol focused on making zero-fee transactions possible. So that is an awesome idea behind it. I love the idea of gasless, zero-fee governance rewards, DEX aggregation, and developer friendly. It all sounds good to me, and they go over their products, ZDO, ETH to BSC Bridge, staking, and exchange. They have a roadmap here, which you got to love. You do see that Q1 2021 all the way to Q4 2021, so very, very good so far. So it looks like ZDO launched in Q1 2021, and we see a lot of potential, actually a lot of good information here on this roadmap. Looking through this list, there's a lot of a good potential. If we go down ZeroSwap strategic partners, let's see who they're partnered with. They do have Polygon, Elrond, Chainlink. So some very good names as well partnered with them. And they have a global community. They talk about how you can learn more. So we are spending a lot of time on the very first hidden gem that we've, possibility of a hidden gem we found, because this one does seem like it has a lot to it, and I think this could actually be potentially a hidden gem. Let's go to check their Twitter out, and it does look just 14 hours ago, ZeroSwap talked about, we are super thrilled to announce that our next initial DEX offering IDO would be WQT, so April 5th, 2021. So this is actually very cool. They are up to date. Their website's awesome. And then we also have a very big utility and project going on with their token right now. I think this is one of those coins that could definitely be very, very large. I think, right now it's maybe not as big as, as big as they are hoping. However, I think they are doing a very, very good job. I think they are fairly new as well. If we go to this last year, you're not going to see a percentage there because they've only been on the price and market since October 2020. Which is why they're actually doing a very good job with their marketing altogether. Obviously, with a market cap at that 71,000, and that trading volume being over 21,000 right now in the last 24 hours, I think Zero Swap is definitely a possibility of a hidden gem. I would definitely do more research, check out the FAQs, check out the blogs. But if you're looking to get into any kind of hidden gem, Zero Swap may be something you want to take a farther look into. We usually don't find hidden gems this quickly. It's never the first coin usually. However, I think Zero Swap definitely has what it takes to be a hidden gem. So definitely check out more on the FAQs. So what are our fees? We do not charge any fee. The transactions are executed at a zero fee, which is just absolutely nuts. That alone, Zero Swap, the idea behind it, the vision the team has, I think this could definitely be a hidden gem. Definitely take more looks into Zero Swap. It's available in great spots too. It's actually available in KuCoin and Uniswap. So I believe this one's definitely undervalued at the moment. It may not be a 100x token. However, I definitely see this one as a potential 10 to 20x token. Definitely Zero Swap is a possibility. I would suggest definitely taking a look at Zero Swap. And we will definitely, like I always tell you guys, if we find a hidden gem in a previous episode, we will take a look at it in future episodes to check and see how it is doing. We want to see and realize if our coins are continuing to increase in value, or we've bought at we would have bought at a rough price, and we made a good idea of not investing in it. So $1.86 right now for Zero Swap, which is a fairly cheap entry point. Obviously, when the market cap is this low, usually you find cheaper entry points. However, Zero Swap being as good as it is, or looking as good as it is, I guess, it's a fairly good price. If we go down, let's take a look at some more coins. We'll keep Zero Swap on the back burner for now. I do think that is one we will be taking a look at next episode so that we can see how well it's going and see if it's something that is going to continue to jump or stabilize. So as we go down, we did talk about the smart keys, I believe, in the past. I think Wabi is one that I did see somebody talking about. So let's take a look at Wabi. Wabi right now is looking all green across the 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, 14 day, 30 day, and 1 year. If we go down to the very bottom, it is one that you can get on Binance as well. So if you read down here as well, you can learn more about the vision behind the coin. But let's take a look at the actual website itself first, and then we'll go to the price chart if we think it's something with potential. So Wabi enables fair value transfer between consumers and brands. Participation provides insights. Reward participation with Wabi. Spend Wabi on products. So it's a decent idea behind it as well. Between earning and spending, consumers can keep Wabi out of active circulation. Wabi locked in consumer wallets. They show you the amount. Then they talk about how the Wabi adoption is growing. I think this actually is another coin that has decent potential behind it. I think we've gotten maybe 2 in a row now with decent potential, but we need to first check and see their blog right now. It looks like 2 months ago is their latest highlight and roadmap. So let's take a look at that and see if there's anything that we needed to be kind of wary of or know a little bit more about before we say anything too crazy. So it was January 25th, 2021, which was only about 2 months ago. They have a lot that they're working on. Obviously, we can see that their 2021 roadmap, we overall expect 21 to be all about growth. It'll be gradually speeding up as we complete our roadmap. Here are the main things we are focused on in 2021: a partnership, promotion, open consumer platform product, consumer value and P2P growth, marketplace. So I actually think this is another potential hidden gem. I'm not going to say that this one's going to 100% be that hidden gem. It looks like they were trying to get me to tweet something there. But I was really just trying to get to their Twitter and see what their social media is looking like right now. If we can do that, let's go to the bottom of their website and see if we can find that social media. It does look like they have Wabi on, like I said, Binance. It says that on their website as well. As we go and click on over to their Twitter, it does look like they have been active on their Twitter account. So this is not one of those tokens or coins that is going to just tank. It's one of those that may have a bright future as well. I think we actually may be 2 for 2. I think Zero Swap and Wabi both have very high potential behind them. And because of that, I do want you guys to remind me to take a look at these in the next episodes if I don't, because I think these two, like I said, definitely have potential for much, much more. We're actually doing a very, very good job at finding some hidden gems today. I think the previous episode, or episode 2, I would say, was probably our worst episode. We found not very much at all, and I wasn't very happy with what we were finding. But this episode, there's 2 definitely potential hidden gems. If you want to get in a hidden gem that you think has a lot of potential, you can always put, if you have like let's say $500 to spend, you could always put, $100 into each of the 5 hidden gems. Obviously, if you hit big, you're going to hit big either way. So you don't want to miss out and take advantage of, just putting all 500 into one gem and then having that potential to miss out. So that's just one way to think about it. If you guys don't want to miss a hidden gem and you want to still invest in as many as possible, that's definitely something you can go for. I do want to also say, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I will never give financial advice, so always do your own research before buying any coin, specifically hidden gems. They have the most risk involved because of the low volume and low market cap. There is a lot of fluctuation that can occur. So let's go to 4Tube and see what 4Tube is all about. 4Tube is definitely one of those that we want to take a look at, as it has all green across the board yet again. If we go to the 30-day price chart, we're going to see actually a fairly good looking price chart. We're going to see a stabilization into a increase, into a stabilization dip, and then a large increase still ongoing. So there's a lot of potential behind this one. It does look like it trades on Binance. And they say, what is 4? 4 is a governance token for 4Tube. How to obtain 4? 4 can be purchased from exchanges such as Binance or Wabi, and you can find 4 trading on various centralized and decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges. What is 4Tube? This is the important one. So 4Tube is part of the Force Protocols ecosystem alongside the protocol. 4Tube is decentralized lending protocol similar to Compound and Aave. Currently, it has 2 main products, Bank and Bond. 4Tube is operating 2 separate dApps in both Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So let's learn a little bit more about what this is. So innovation market. We go to the dashboard itself, as it looks like it's struggling to get there. Let's go to the about first, actually, and see what their vision is. So relying on blockchain technology to carry out innovative experiments, 4Tube aims to promote financial inclusion, providing individuals and enterprises with crypto investment, financing, and trading services to meet the needs of different users of crypto financial businesses. This is one that, like I said on the previous ones, actually may have some potential behind it. So 4Tube V3 launched on March 2021, it looks like. So that's just obviously very recently. If we go to their Twitter, let's see if they're still active and talking about their launch. So yeah, the launch for 4Tube will introduce some revolutionary changes to the platform. And they do talk about this quite a bit, it looks like. Learn how to deposit and withdraw your assets on 4Tube V3. And that's probably why we're seeing this insane increase. If we go back to the price chart, we do see a double increase. And it's continuing to increase. This could definitely be another hidden gem. Obviously, the idea behind it, the utility involved with this token could, definitely ride more potential for this token to the top. I think right now we are at that 8-cent range, 8.5 cents. We could definitely see 4Tube doing multitude of things. Obviously, decreasing is definitely one of a possibility. However, I think this is one of those coins, like I said, that has pretty good potential behind it, which would make 3 potential hidden gems in one episode. So it is one of those that I would say 4Tube, may have more potential than the previous one we just looked at. I believe, I forget what the one, I would say the top 2 right now are Zero Swap and 4Tube. I forget the middle one right now that I just talked about recently. But 4Tube and Zero Swap are my 2 current favorite hidden gems in this episode so far. So definitely take a look at those 2 if you guys are interested. It does look like they aren't too hard to get, as this one is Binance, and I think Zero Swap you could get on Uniswap or KuCoin. If we continue down, let's see if we can find a 4th. This is getting pretty crazy. We usually don't find too much potential in some of these coins. We usually skip by a few of them very quickly because there's not too much potential. And I think it's because our market cap, we're at a fairly, not large market cap, but for a hidden gem, it could be considered on the large side for a hidden gem. So let's go a little bit farther down and see if we can find something a little bit crazier, maybe something a little bit more valuable to a 100x potential. We do have something called Wager here. And this one does have a lot of green involved as well. Obviously green across the board yet again, which is always a great sign. Shows that a lot of people do believe in it. If we go to the last 30 days, we saw a huge increase all the way to about 19.5 cents. And now we're seeing it stabilize out at about 8 cents with a most recent increase to about 11 cents. So right now we're sitting at that 11-cent mark. I definitely think this has a good price chart to it. So if the actual Wager coin itself is decent, I think this could also be a hidden gem, which would be insane. So Wager uses distributed blockchain technology to execute betting contracts. It escrows stakes, verifies results, and pays out winners. By eliminating central authorities, Wager solves the most pernicious problems in the industry, reducing corruption and risk results in predictable operation. You can bet on Wager. So let's take a look at the actual website itself, because this is sounding like a potential, another potential hidden gem, which is just nuts. So looking at the website itself, it does look like a fairly awesome website because of the setup itself. I do like all the graphics. Everything looks pretty good. They have this little animation. They definitely have, a way about this website that looks better than most, decently small, small coins. So earn passive rewards with WGR, and then they have the Wager news here. But like I always tell you guys, let's take a look at their, looks like I can't find their social media down here. I'm looking for their social media. If we can find their social media, we will be able to take a look and make sure they're still up to date with everything they're doing. If we go to their about, I'm sure if they have social media, they'll have it. I'm not finding anything here, but we can go to their news, see if they have any recent news. So they have news posted March 25th. So this is definitely still a one of those coins that is up and running. They did a March Madness free entry, $100,000 in prizes. So yeah, this is definitely another one. It obviously looks like Wager has a lot of potential behind it as well. We're gonna have to check all of these coins up in the future episodes. I think a lot of these, depending on what you're interested in, and which one you think has a very big use cases behind it. With a lot of these utility tokens have a lot of uses, and I think that Wager itself is kind of unique in the way that they operate with the free bracket entry over $100,000 in prizes. I didn't see many other people doing this kind of idea behind wagers.com. Let's go to the actual main site again and see if there's anything more we need to take a look at. So winnings paid out, they've already paid out, it says over $29 million, and the total WGR bet is over $620 million. So that's quite a bit. No betting limits, they say, guaranteed payouts in any region. So I do have a few questions behind this one. I would like to look more into it, but I do definitely think that this one could be big. Obviously, it looks like they have sports betting as well on the Euro League, and you can click in, and obviously it looks like they have esports, football, all coming up. No upcoming events at the moment for these sports or esports, however. Ice hockey, rugby league, basketball, and soccer. You could all do betting right now on Wager, which is actually pretty cool. I think this as well could be a big buy. I think this could be another big hidden gem. Right now, I'm still, I'd say my top two now, actually. I'm going to skip forward to, but I'm going to go back to Zero Swap and Wager are going to be my top two right now for the hidden gem potential on this episode. If we are going to be kind of timed, I would say these are going to be my two of the four, best two. I would like to look at these prices here in the next couple days or weeks while we go over, every other episode for this hidden gems research. We will definitely take a look back at Wager and Zero Swap for sure. I think there's going to be a lot of potential, and I think we see increases coming for both of these coins and tokens. I think the utility and the projects coming out for them are going to be insane. I think if Wagers continues on the right path here, I'd never heard of Wager, so maybe it's something that I've just never heard of. I don't do too much on betting itself besides crypto, obviously. However, I think that if Wager gets some advertising out there, this could continue to get bigger and bigger. I think Wager looks like a fairly awesome website. It did look like the sportsbook itself was set up very nicely. Wager itself, Zero Swap, the idea behind zero transaction fees. I think those two are very, very solid choices if you're looking for a hidden gem at a fairly cheap rate. I think those are both going to be potential 10 to 100x's. May not happen within the next week. It may not happen within the next couple weeks. However, I think long term, this could definitely be two big projects that have potential for that 100x. So that is going to be today's episode on hidden gems. This is going to be episode 4 ending out, and I think we did pretty good today. I think there was a lot of good gems out there. Like I said, do your own research on these 4 gems because every single one of these has potential. I think Zero Swap and Wager are just going to be my 2 favorites at the moment. I think there's a lot behind those two, and just let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me, or do you think the 4Tube and the other coin, I can't even remember the name of it, if you think those had more potential. Let me know in the comments. If you guys like this segment, definitely let me know by leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel so you can get those notifications every time we make a new video. Hit the notification bell as well. You can also join our Discord community by clicking the link in the description, as well as following me on Twitter by clicking the link in the description as well. So if you guys want to do so, make sure to hit that like button and let me know how well we did today, because we actually found 4 hidden gems, but I narrowed it down to my top 2, which is definitely going to be Wager and Swap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's episode. I will see everybody in the next one.